Okay, so good morning, guys. What we're going to look at today is algebraic division. So what that means is when we take two expressions and we want to divide them by each other. So imagine we have this expression. So we have 2x squared minus 5x plus 3, dividing that by x minus 1. Okay, so we have two expressions here and we want to divide them by each other. So the first thing you want to do is, first of all, you need to draw your container like this, and then you put the bigger expression inside the container. So it's going to be 2x squared minus 5x plus 3. And now what we have to do is we have to divide this by the smaller expression, x minus 1. So the first, there's different phases to this. So the first phase is what's known as the division phase. So in the division phase, what you have to do is you're dividing this term here by the x term that's in this smaller expression. So what does that look like? So you're going to have 2x squared divided by x. So that's going to be equal to 2x. So what happens is this number up here reduces by 1. So then your answer, then you write it. So you can just write your answer then up here. So 2x. So that's the answer that we have here. So that's let's say the first phase. The next thing we do then is what's known as the multiplication phase. So what we're doing is we're multiplying our answer by the smaller expression. So what does that look like? So this is the division phase. So then we have the multiplication phase. So we're going to have, so it's going to be 2x multiplied by x minus 1. So we multiply this out. So 2 by x and 2 by minus 1. So 2 by x gives us 2x squared. And then 2x by minus 1 gives us minus 2x. Okay, so that's your answer after the multiplication phase. So what you do then is you take this answer and you write it underneath the larger expression. So it's going to be 2x squared minus 2x. And what you're doing then is you're subtracting these from each other. So you're subtracting them from each other. So then we go into the next phase, which is known as the subtraction phase. So this is the multiplication phase. The one before was the division phase. So now we need to move down into the subtraction phase. So what we do is we subtract our answer from the bigger expression. So we're going to have, so it's going to be, so 2x squared minus 2x squared, that's going to be equal to 0. So these two will just cancel out and be equal to 0. And then you're going to have minus 5x minus bracket minus 2x. Okay, so if we think about where the signs are coming from, so this is the minus, like the minus operation, okay? So that's this sign here. The minus in the 5, that's the minus here, and then the minus in the 2, that's the minus here. Now what we have here is we have this unique situation. This is what's known as a double negative. So when you have something like this, so let's say I have minus bracket minus 2x, close bracket. So what this is what's known as a double negative. So what this actually means is it means minus 1, okay, outside the bracket. And then what you do then is this minus 1, you're multiplying it by what's inside the bracket. So it's minus 1 multiplied by minus 2, like signs give plus, so this then changes the sign to plus 2x. So what happens is it changes the sign. So if we have minus 5x minus 2x, this is a double negative and it becomes positive. So it changes to minus 5x plus 2x. And this will be equal to it's going to be equal to minus 3. So it's minus 3x. Okay, so minus 5x plus 2x will leave you with minus 3x. So then we can just write this up here. So this is minus 3x. Okay, so now what we've done is we've gone through one whole phase, and I just want to move this out of the way. So just move this out of the way so we can make room for. So we'll just put this in here. Just out of the way. So what we've done then is we've gone through like a full phase. So this here is the subtraction phase. So the next thing is what we want to do is we need to go through these phases again. Okay, so the next one then is what we're doing is you're just doing exactly the same thing again. So you're taking this expression outside here and you're dividing it by this expression here. Now what you need to do as well is, so see this 3, so you need to bring this down as well. So this becomes plus 3. So you have minus x plus 3. So now what you do is you're in the division stage again, so division. So what we're doing is we're dividing the smaller expression by the bigger expression. So it's going to be minus 3x divided by x. And that's going to be equal to minus 3. Okay, so then this is your answer, minus 3. So what you do is you put this up here, so minus 3. So that's the division phase, gone through that again. So the next then is the multiplication phase. So we have to multiply, so it's going to be minus 3 multiplied by x minus 1. So minus 3 by x gives us minus 3x. Minus 3 by minus 1 gives us plus 3. Gives us plus 3. Okay, so this is our answer. So what we do then is we write this down underneath this. So it's minus 3x plus 3. And then we have to minus these from each other. So so this is the multiplication stage. Again, okay, so what we done was we multiplied this, our answer, by this. Okay, so that's where it's coming from. And then the last phase then is the subtraction phase. So we're just taking one from the other. So subtraction phase. So what we're doing is, so the first one is it's going to be, so if we have a look at this, so it's minus 3x minus 3x. Okay, so again, remember this here is a double negative, so it changes the sign to a positive. So it's minus 3x plus 3x, which these will cancel out, is equal to 0. Okay, so this is equal to 0. And then we have just 3, so plus 3 minus 3, which is equal to 0. Okay, and then these two here cancel out. So your answer then is this. Your answer is 2x minus 3. So that's how we go about when we, like, so from an algebra point of view, algebraic division, these are the stages that we go through. So I'll put up some questions and just give them a go.